How I found my purpose in life and how you can too. What's up guys, Logan here, and if you clicked on this video, you are looking for your purpose in life. You're looking for that thing that allows you to wake up every morning with a smile on your face, super excited, that will allow you to go to bed just in anticipation for what you get to do the next day. This is what many people think purpose is. Although there's a lot of different definitions to this, purpose to me is the ability to flow through life, to have essentially a flow state. The things you're doing, you are just completely present with them and you're enjoying them. If any obstacles come up, you are able to not breeze through them, but essentially having purpose gives you the chance to not get so fixated on the negatives in life. And if you do feel stuck right now, just know that you're in a much better position than the majority of the world because you're actually thinking about this stuff. Many people are in a position right now where they're just living paycheck to paycheck, trying to get by, focusing on the bottom 3 categories in the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Whereas you are probably focusing on achieving self-actualization and getting to a place where you feel like whatever you're doing is right. If you're thinking about your purpose right now and feel like you're lost, you don't know what to do, you're in the right place. Just know that this kind of stuff usually pops up when you're either going through a big life transition or you're thinking about one. If you're scared about your next step, about not knowing what to do, if you're gonna be okay, just know that this is okay. This is a good sign that something needs to change. When I was in my 20s, I went to college and I thought that becoming a registered nurse was my purpose in life. And I spent 2 years in the career and I realized that was not actually my purpose. So I had to go through a huge identity shift to completely change what I was doing with my life. Was it hard? Yes. Was it extremely scary? Did I think I was gonna die? Yes. But am I still here and am I a better person because of that growth and that transformation I had to go through? Yes. And when I had to go through this transformation, it forced me to start thinking about what I really wanted out of life. And when I started doing the internal work and developing a better relationship with myself, I found that my path in life and my purpose started to become more clear. I started to attract more abundant experiences and people into my life. And what I found is many of the successful people that I've met who are living life on their terms and are doing purposeful work every single day, they all have many things in common that the majority of society does not know. So I'm going to cover this and more in the video, so stick to the end so you can work on your purpose. Number 1, in finding your purpose, you don't have to do this for the rest of your life. There's a big lie going around in society that finding your purpose is that one thing that you're going to do for the rest of your life. I'm not that kind of person that wants to do one specific thing for my whole entire life and become an expert in only one thing. I want to taste the variety of what the world has to offer me. So just know that you do not have to feel stuck in whatever you choose. This is a progressive cycle of getting to know yourself better, going out, taking action, and then applying that and understanding what you do differently. I first thought that my purpose in life was to be a nurse. That was it. That's what I was focused on. I thought I was going to be doing it for the rest of my life, but that wasn't the case. Because we change as humans, we evolve into different people and we grow. So don't feel like whatever you choose is the only thing and you have to be a perfectionist with what you're choosing. Just know that your purpose can change throughout your life, and it's going to change as your values change and as new things come into your life. If you have a family, your purpose is going to be completely different than when you were younger and you didn't have a family. So give yourself grace, remove this pressure from yourself before you start diving into the exercises I'm going to give you in this video. Take the pressure off. You don't have to do this for the rest of your life. Think of this as a game. You're just playing the game and you're going to figure it out along the way. There may be some obstacles, but your aim is to win the game. And to win the game, you have to just keep showing up. Number 2 to finding your purpose is knowing your values. I wish I knew this when I was younger. I wish they taught it in school. I think they don't teach it for a reason, because if more people were operating within their value systems, then we'd have happier people. We'd have people doing things on their terms instead of on the terms of employers and on society. So why is this so important? For example, my values are authenticity, health, growth, uniqueness, and freedom. When I was working as a nurse, I was going against all of these values. And what ended up happening was I manifested disease in my body. I had skin issues. As a nurse, can't really be authentic, have to wear a uniform. That goes in line with uniqueness as well. Have to follow all of these really strict rules. As for the health, I don't really believe in Western medicine in terms of healing chronic illness. So that was going against my value, working in a system where I was giving pharmaceutical medicine to everyone. Growth. I was hitting plateaus in my job. Yes, there was always something new to learn, but it wasn't giving me enough of what I really needed to feed my soul and my spirit. And finally, freedom. I got into nursing thinking it would give me more freedom, and it did. It gave me specific education and skill set, and it gave me perspective on what I don't want anymore. And I realized being a nurse, I wasn't given the freedom that I thought I was going to get. So I had to pave my own way, and I had to leave that in order to work on myself to find my purpose. So start with finding out your core 5 values. You can find this through the website personalvalue.es. The word value does not have an E on it, so it's going to be personal value with a U, no E, and then .es. I'll put it in the comments as well, but this is the perfect test to identify your values right now. And what I want you to do with these values is to start living them in integrity. If you believe in freedom and you're working in a 9-to-5 job where you feel that all of your freedom is stripped away, you're going against your values. And there's going to be nothing worse in destroying your ability to find your purpose than going against your core values. So go ahead and do that right now. Pause the video if you have to, and post your values in the comment section. I'd love to hear all about it. Number 3 to finding your purpose, spend more quality time with yourself. This does not mean walking the dog. This does not mean going to the gym. This means alone time with yourself with no stimulation. You can do this every day. I recommend at least 10 minutes a day, just starting a routine where you build a better relationship with yourself. And the key to building a better relationship with yourself is to ask yourself questions that you may have never answered or don't know the answer to. I'm gonna give you a couple right here that will help you start to get the ball rolling on finding your purpose. The first question to ask is, what am I good at? Now, this should come up pretty easily, but if you don't know, a good exercise you can do is to just message some friends and family members and ask them, what is the one thing that I am very good at that most people aren't? And they're gonna give you a response that you may not even know. But a lot of people will give you feedback. The more people you ask, the better. You will start to see patterns that you may have never seen before. Another question to ask yourself is, what do I wish I had more time to do? For me, that would be reading, learning Spanish, jiu-jitsu. These were all things that I didn't have time to do before I quit my 9-to-5. And now that I'm able to do these things, my life is more purposeful, I feel more fulfilled, and it gives me more clarity on who I want to be and who I want to become, so that if my purpose in life right now ever does change, I have more clarity because I'm living the life I always wanted to. It makes it a lot easier if you are doing things that fill your cup, rather than just working in an environment where you feel like your soul is getting sucked away and then you go home and you're drained. The third one is, how can I serve the world and give them something truly valuable? And many of you may be asking, like, when I want to find my purpose, I also need to make money through it. And this is true. You need to make money in order to be able to expand as a human and to be able to give more. So how can you start doing that? Well, through asking this question, how can I serve people more with what I have? Think back to the first question, what you're good at. If you're really good at exercise and diet, and you have a lot of friends that want to get ripped or maybe lose weight, then you can help them, you can serve them, and you can start by doing that for free. You can just start helping them. And what you will begin to find is that the more value you give to others, the more they will reciprocate to you. If you give things to people for free without any expectation, they will give you money, befriend you, help you out. Now you have more resources that you can use to building your purpose and your mission in life. And another question you can ask yourself to find your purpose is, who are some other people that I look up to and admire? And the purpose of this question is to understand the traits and the characteristics that these people have. So we could take a character, for example, let's say Batman. You look up to Batman. You admire his voice. Joker, where are they? You admire, he has no fear. He goes into every situation with grace. Maybe that's what you admire. Now, what you should do with this list, I recommend doing this with at least 5 people. And it's better if you do it with people you know, but if you need to, do it with characters in movies. Is write out all of the character traits that you admire in those people. And then what you need to do is you need to become that person. You need to start doing the tasks and the habits that will allow you to become that person. And what will end up happening is you will start to blossom into the person you've always wanted to become. And the universe will thank you, and it will actually reward you by giving you more clarity as to who you want to be, as to what you want to do in this world. First things first, you got to clean out your own closet, and you got to become very aware of these questions. And you need to ask yourself very strong questions about who you want to become and what you want out of life. That will put you on a better path to the future and finding your purpose. And if you're interested in the methods and the techniques that I use to help my clients blossom into purposeful beings who are actually enjoying the work they're doing, and maybe you even want to leave the 9-to-5 rat race behind and become a more sovereign individual, then go ahead and check out my free resource hub on Member Vault. You can go ahead and check it out here, and I will post a link in the comments. This Member Vault is going to have everything you need to understand how you can become location independent, have more time for yourself, and also attract financial abundance into your life. These are the core foundations people need in order to become more free and not to have to rely on an employer to bring home the bread. The fourth way to really find your purpose is to become more service oriented, to provide more value to other people. I know I talked about this briefly, but if you want, let's say, a Porsche in 10 years, or you want a really nice house, or maybe you want to travel to West Africa and help on a mission. Whatever it is you want to do, it's going to be a lot easier to do that with money. And how do you make money? By giving people value and providing a service for those people. In all businesses, the reason why people are very successful, look at Amazon. They're providing a service at a very good rate. Very good customer service for the most part. I don't know what your experience is. And that's why it is a $1 billion business. So if you think money is bad, but you want to really give back, I hate to tell you this, but you're going to need money in order to provide more value. And how do you make money? Through other people. So with this, focus on how you can become more service oriented. How can you give more value to people? Go out and buy somebody a coffee just to do it. Go and give that homeless person money. See how much better you feel as a person because you're giving back to somebody else. When you become more service oriented and stop focusing on yourself, your life becomes more purposeful and your purpose will become more clear. And number 5 to finding your purpose, discover exactly what you want out of life. This requires some work. This is why a lot of people stay stuck in the same life, the same livelihood that they had 10 years ago, is because they're not doing this work. And this work entails understanding exactly what you want out of your life. But Logan, I just clicked on this video to try and figure that out. I don't know my purpose. If you know what you want out of your life, your purpose is going to become much more clear. You need to first have vision on what you want. And if you know what you want, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is going to give you more clarity on how to get it. So first we need to focus on the what. What do you want and why do you want it? And when we focus on these two things, the how, your purpose, becomes much more apparent because you're essentially putting it out there that this is what I want, so now I'm going to look for solutions to find it. In my group program, Bedside to Beachside, we cover this stuff. We focus an entire phase on being able to understand what you want out of life. If you think you want to travel the world and lay on the beach all the time, it's probably not going to happen. It's not very realistic. We need to get down to the specifics of what you want to do, what your perfect day looks like, how you can leverage your current skill sets to serve others, how you want to show up in the world, who do you want to become, how much money do you want to have coming to you in your bank account every day, what kind of relationships do you want to have with other people, what kind of a significant other do you want to attract into your life, do you want to be single, do you want to get married, do you want to have kids? These are all questions that we need to answer so that we can become more focused on exactly what we're going to do in order to make that happen. So if you're interested in that program, it is in a beta phase. What this means is it's going to be heavily discounted at first. Already got 5 people in the program, looking to fill the other 5 spots. So if you want to jump in on this, if you want to become somebody who has much more clarity on their life, maybe you want to leave your 9 to 5, maybe you just want to have a plan for exactly what you want so you can go and get it. And if you're still here, you probably want to figure out your purpose. So if you want help with that at a highly discounted rate with significant value, 10 times the value of the price, then go ahead and shoot me a message via email at contact@logantrudell.com, or you can send me a message on Instagram at itslogantrudell. And I want to give a big thank you to everyone who watched this video and all of my subscribers. Without you guys, this channel would be nothing. So thank you so much. It's been a pretty crazy year. We are at about 80 videos in total. So pretty impressive stuff for 1 year. Just gonna keep adding value and helping serve you guys so you can live kick-ass lives, become better leaders, and enjoy yourself. So if you like this video and you want to see more of this stuff, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to hear more about my story about quitting nursing and moving abroad, you can check that out right here. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you later.